You may not think you're an artist, but you are. You are distinct. Your backgrounds are distinct. You have different lives. You have a different identity from those around you. In Galatians 3:28, the verse is, "There is neither Jew or Gentile, neither slave or free, nor is there male or female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus." Today we're going to be really looking at what it is really to be one in Christ Jesus. So today I'd like you to fill as many circles in different colors on your page. You can mix your paint and the water and you dip it in water and you create a circle with your brush. I'm using a flat brush today, but you can use a round brush, you can use any brush that you'd like to create a circle. Now when you create one circle, even before it dries, create another circle in a different color and then create another circle in a different color. If they blend, allow it to. If they don't blend, that's okay also. Some circles dry faster, some circles dry slower. So some will blend, some will just create layers. But that's really how people are. Sometimes people come into your lives and we blend into one another. We take the best of another person that we learn from. Sometimes we don't blend, we know another person, but they don't have any impact on us. So this is how the circles are represented. Sometimes they overlap, sometimes they blend, sometimes they mix. Sometimes the circles create hard edges, sometimes they bleed, sometimes they overlay, sometimes they create soft edges, sometimes they mix colors. But in all these strokes and markings and colors, the size is different, the gradient is different, and some of your circles are not perfect. And that's okay, because we're actually made like that. We're made imperfect. But we are then made perfect in God's eyes. And even though we are so different, we are seen as one in Christ Jesus. Sometimes art is not about you. It's about just letting go and allowing the paint and the water and the brush strokes to have a mind of their own. And that's what's going to happen today, as we're going to be drawing circles, but not perfect circles, maybe imperfect circles. Some circles may not finish. And we're using circles as a metaphor to talk about how we are all different. Each circle is different. Not a single circle that you will paint today will be exactly the same. And that's how we are, and that's how we've been made. Beautiful, unique, and completely different. Like I said earlier, we have a distinct background, a distinct life. What I love about this, where you're drawing your circles, there's actually space for everyone. Everyone to be who they want to be. Whether you're a pink circle or a black circle or a brown circle or a green circle or a yellow circle, there is space for everyone. My hope is that this will be a meditative process. I hope that this will reduce stress and you are able to be present while you're creating this. Now, how does this all come together? As you can see, as your circles are coming together, each circle is beautiful. Each circle has bloomed and it has a gradient and it's got soft edges and hard edges. This is seen as a metaphor to talk about the dignity and worth of all in Christ. We're all worthy of dignity and worth in Christ. We are united in love and acceptance in Christ. The process looks at the circle as an individual and then the many circles as a connection and then coming to a community. This represents all of us together. All of us that are separate circles with our identity, with who we are, where we've come from, and we come together to make this beautiful community of circles. Our story, our shape, our colors are different from each other's colors and story and shape. It's important to embrace our uniqueness and others' uniqueness too. After finishing this, look at the circle that represents you. Who are you and where you're at? And then see it in the context of all the circles that you've drawn. We're all unique. We're all beautiful, but we're all connected. And we're all different. Because of our differences, that's how you get a rich community. When we are united in our diversity, belonging in God's family. Because there is dignity and worth of all in Christ. Belonging doesn't require us to erase what makes us unique. Belonging is not about fitting in. It's about being welcomed as we are and finding our place within a larger whole. Individuality, connection, and community. Our distinct lives and stories come together to form a connected whole. We are loved and accepted and welcomed. This process hopefully gives you an insight of how we are loved, accepted, and welcomed in the family of God. I look at all of you, and all of you are different. Even if you're from the same family, you're all unique. And that's what this art represents. The beautiful colors, the beautiful gradients, the beautiful edges, some of them bleeding into one another, some of them blooming, but they all come together to create a combination of your individual connections. I hope this blesses you. I'll catch you again in the next video of Eat, Pray, Art.